I don't know if this is going to be interesting to anyone, but I decided to talk a little about experiences from my job. I work in television production, mainly in reality TV, and I know it sounds strange from a faceless Minecraft channel, but yeah. Something I've been thinking about today was how our participants become famous or are becoming famous right now. And since I deal with reality TV and mostly in unscripted television, our participants are generally not actors, so keep that in mind, because this is like totally different. Normal scripted TV shows, film industry, that's not what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying is that these people become famous in two ways. They have famous parents, family, friends, obviously, let's get that out of the way. And two, they are crazy or cringe, or they just can become this unhinged personality on social media or during auditions. And you think that like 99% of our participants got famous by proximity to another super celebrity, but actually in unscripted television, this isn't what we're looking for, because we're looking for people who will carry the show without us telling them what they need to do every second. And the thing with these people who got famous because they have connections is that they usually are really boring. Because they're just kind of normal. They just don't have what it really takes to be in television, but they are here because let's just say, I can't really say too much, but we have to have them in these shows. But those people will not carry those shows. These people don't make those shows interesting. So who do we cast? A lot of our participants got a little recognition online by posting unhinged stuff. Like, you can be a small fitness influencer who's just incredibly slim to the point where people tell them that they are anorexic, and I'm not judging. I'm just saying, you only have 10,000 followers on Instagram. I know it sounds strange coming from a channel that only has 6k followers, but just trust me, okay? Just trust me. So you call, I don't know, some auditions like The Traders or something. Boom, they look at your Instagram, they see something, they feel, oh, this is a crazy looking girl, we need that. Okay, this girl who looks anorexic will fit perfectly because we have this man who's really obese, blah blah blah. This is what this is. Alright, you just have to have something that we're looking for. Just be a little bit strange, a little bit different. Sometimes it's about looks, often it's about just your crazy personality. It really is that simple and that hard. Because if you want to become famous and you tell me you've been trying for years, have you really? Even if I didn't tell you all this, if you did your own research about how people got famous, you'd see this pattern. They are either famous because they have connections, but the other is that they do something that's not common or have an interesting personality, not necessarily in a good way or a bad way. When people around them think, oh, you're just a weirdo, but in fact, this weirdo is going to get casted. Have you really been trying to become famous? This is the pattern. There are also people who do sports and stuff, but then they fall into the second category, right? Because they are not normal because they do those sports. They are really good at it. Really, if it boils down to this, you just do something persistently. You just kind of stand out in this way. In our shows, at least. And the factor is that you're just not really a normal person. So I can guarantee you that you couldn't do that. You and I both, alright? Because I can possibly show my face on social media and make an absolute ass of myself while doxing myself simultaneously. Alright, you're probably not doing that either, because you're probably afraid to make your Instagram public. You think that nobody wants to see your stupid picture. True and not true. Our participants, they become famous because they have this little momentum on social media, for example, and it just gives this simple overview on this person, and boom, they can get casted and they can become famous. And actually on set we like to joke about how you can immediately tell who is part of the production crew and who are the participants just by how outrageous they behave and look. But it isn't a television and media fame that made them this way. In the first place, they were strange. They were not normal. If I put you on a show right now, if I casted you right now, a reality TV show, I can guarantee you'd be so boring. You'd think you'd become a star, but you wouldn't. We could totally make you into a star. You'd still be boring, and you'd make our show less interesting. And I'm not saying this to be rude or anything, because if I went on a show right now, I'd be pretty boring as well. I'd make this show totally unwatchable. You think to become famous, you need to be this cool guy. You think that you have to be super nonchalant about everything. You need to show that you're not interested. That's not the way. You have to be interested in stuff. You have to be, there's this saying that goes you have to be interested to be interesting or something like this. But oftentimes these people are very focused on something. What really stands in your way is aesthetic of yourself that you have in your head and fear of what other people will think about you, what your family will think about, your friend will think about you. But really, these people, they will not get old for you. They will not work your boring job for you. Like, if you get out of your head, this is what can get you famous. You just kind of have to let it go. Okay, most of the people that I work with, they just don't care about the hate. I promise you, some of our participants, they don't speak with their families just because of how insane stuff they post online, for example. But it works. The only reason I started this Minecraft channel was because when I was in high school, I started getting into my local television production sphere, and I saw these people, they were just unapologetically doing whatever they wanted and dressing however they wanted, and something just clicked. Because like I said, in high school, for example, you just have to be a really nonchalant person, but that's not it. I was this person. There are people who are nonchalant and they become famous, but they are usually like professionals. But if you want your personality to get you famous, that is not the way. I can promise you. For me, this was so freeing. I was like, cool, so I can simply make stupid Minecraft videos. I can just do that? Like me, I can do that? Okay, now some people know that I do this. They even watch these videos. This changes absolutely nothing. Like, I can promise you, nobody cares. Nobody cares, but it's your life that's at stake, your career. You can get famous or not. Like, I'm not trying to get famous from Minecraft, obviously, but in general, there's this one girl in our show who for years posted videos with her fake deformed face, right? She wasn't actually disabled or anything, just made whatever. She just had this deformed face on her videos, and this was the main topic of her videos, and that was it. And she has thousands of those videos. If you hadn't known that she's a television personality, you'd think that she's just dumb and scroll away. She has only 100,000 followers on Instagram, only, because that's not crazy following in entertainment industry. And she got casted in our shows, and she actually does other shows, and she's only like 23, 22, and she's like really exposing her life. Like, she's really doxing herself. You'd see her Instagram and you'd think she's stupid and just go. But that is actually what worked for her. She's actually making the career. The front face videos made her famous. And I know you'd say, oh, but that's awful. Yeah, I kind of agree, but honestly, this is what people want to watch. I'm sorry, but generally, normal, like your casual Joe, okay, he's not gonna want to watch science. He doesn't want some educated guy using big fancy words. He just wants to see a funny guy with crooked teeth who can barely speak. He just wants to watch a fat woman who is so fat and she is doing and saying so many crazy things. Like, this is what a casual Joe wants to watch, okay? He wants to get angry at these people. He wants to joke about these people because those television folks are dumb. This is what they want to watch. They don't want to watch you being all nonchalant. This is television. I'm sorry to say this. Not all television is like that, but I'm sorry. A lot of it is. A couple of years ago, I was like, no, we have to make television more ambitious. We have to make it more this and that. But at the end of the day, television is not for me, and it's probably not for you. It's for the casual Joe. Going back to becoming famous from television, if you want to become famous yourself, the good news is you totally can. You can totally do that right now. You can start right now. You can create your channel, show your face, show your name, dude, just do it. Okay, you can totally do that. Nobody's stopping you. You're the only person stopping yourself from doing that, right? And the bad news is you have to obviously stop being normal, and you have to do that without recognition for a very long time.